Okay, let's start with the introduction part. So, welcome to the students who joined here to this session. So, the session is about the students who had given one attempt for IIT-JEE exam this year, but they're not satisfied, they're not happy with their result. So, they are thinking about whether to go for repeating once again for IIT along with advanced and mains exam. So is it a good strategy to repeat or not? What are the suggestions? So who should repeat? What are the requirements to repeat? What are the possibilities of success rate? Whether do I get success rate or not, success or not? Because 1 year is a very precious time in a student life. So if I'm spending extra 1 year, is it worth spending? So that dilemma would be there for the students. So to get some clarity about it, whether I'm going in a correct direction or not. And after that, also, if decided to go for repeaters or long-term batch, so what is the strategy? What kind of mindset is needed? How to prepare? How do I choose the things? What is most appropriate? How do I prepare given the time? It's not even 1 year. Now that we are in the month of August, so first phase of mains exam for 23 is expected to be in the month of Jan or February. So probably 5 months, 6 months time put together. But one thing is that you don't have board preparation and all that. So given this time availability, how do we plan? How do we strategize and all that? And in the end, if they are interested to check our program, the students are invited to come and look at our campus and then listen to class, some demo class or something like that. And then based on that, they can take a decision whether to join here or not. So little bit of introduction about VIITJEE. So myself, Vamsi Krishna, I did my BTech from IIT Madras, 2002 pass out. And then also I did an MBA from IIM Bangalore. So throughout my childhood, I had this interest for teaching. So in spite of having some corporate opportunities, I never went in that direction. So from the year 2004, I'm in this teaching profession. So, and I worked in various institutes like VIITJEE, Chaitanya, Narayana, China, Japan. And after that, I also had my own institute set up. One project was there. But then again, new project has been started in the year 2019. This VIITJEE Academy started in the year 2019. So, and there are thousands of students of mine who got single-digit ranks in IIT-JEE Advanced, starting from 2006 to 2016, where I was associated with some good student top rankers. After that, because of the passion to do something on my own, I started my institute. And I'm really blessed to have extraordinary faculty members. They are the stalwarts in this particular stream. So our strength is our faculty. So some of the faculty are available here. I'll request them to introduce themselves as well. So generally those who go for repeaters batch, long-term batch if they are going for, usually they don't care about the brand name, they don't care about the advertisement because they have seen it all. They know what is most important for them to have a personal growth. That's in teacher, the experience of the teacher and the quality time they can have interacting with the teachers. So they look at the teacher, they look at the credentials of the teacher and then take a decision, not based on the brand name of the institute. And we are very well aware of it. And that's why last 3 years in Hyderabad, we had got the large number of long-term batches. I'm very proud to say that. Generally, junior intern and all, the students would not have that much clarity about what to choose, how to choose. They go with the brand name. So consistently, we have got the highest number of students in repeaters batch for the last 3 years. That's because we have good teachers, good academic program. The students can understand that. So I think we have got enough number of students joined. I request the faculty members, please introduce yourself. After that, we'll start the session. Krishna.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone who joined here. First of all, thank you one and all, because it is Sunday and still you give your time for us. And I'm sure we'll give the best sessions and best content for you regarding the long term. What are the pros and cons of that? Myself, Krishna, I'm chemistry faculty. I've been working as a chemistry faculty for the last 10 years. And 3 years I worked in VIITJEE and 2 years in the Narayana. For the last 5 years, I'm with Vamsi sir only. Under the guidance of Vamsi sir, I'm working very happily. And we are giving our best in terms of intermediate, like +1 and +2, or in terms of long term, we are giving the best results. And things are going the best way. Remaining things about the program and all, we'll talk. This is about me.
Okay. Thank you. Gopal sir.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. My name is Gopal. I have been into this teaching field for the last 25 years. I have worked with so many corporate colleges in both the Telugu states as well as in North India. And even for a few years, I worked with Vamshi Garu also. I'm fortunate enough to work with him. So I am very much familiar with his working style, and that is the reason I have joined my hands with him. So I hope that all the students will definitely come out with good results. If you join in our organization, I can assure you that he is a person who can strive you into this success, because we are together produce so many below 100 ranks in many corporate colleges, especially which are very famous in Telugu states. So I think I suggest all the students to take a good decision very soon and enter into this work again. So I am teaching chemistry. I teach all the 3 branches in chemistry. So regarding the course and everything, and very soon we will update you. And thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. So as far as physics is concerned, I take it up. So chemistry, because it's a vast part, so we thought to have a sharing of the workload. And so for physics, the repeaters batch I'll be taking completely. So we'll be starting the classes from tomorrow. So we have a macro schedule and micro schedule ready and all that. And over the last 5 years, if you observe, the number of questions coming from various chapters, we can analyze it. Based on that, we have planned the strategy in such a way that student gets the maximum benefit in the limited time. Because the repeaters batch is something very different from regular program. Regular program, you'll have plenty of time to study, reflect, understand, discuss. You have some breathing time. But this is a very fast-paced program. So within the limited time, how to give the maximum benefit. And that too, some students would be having definitely some familiarity. So they should not feel bored and they should not get overconfident again at the same time. And maintaining their motivation levels is also very important. And every minute of them is very important. So that way we have planned the program. So the program part I'll explain to you. So though before that I'll ask on behalf of the students, probably I'll ask some questions to the faculty members. So the first question, sir, whoever is planning to take up long-term batch. So in medicine stream, it's different. In medicine stream, what happens is either you become a doctor or you don't become a doctor. There's a lot of difference. And so because of that passion that they have for becoming a doctor, they do repeating. Repeating in MBBS is very, very common. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So common it is. Until they get medicine, they do it. Because otherwise, getting a payment sheet is crores of rupees, which is not at all affordable for many of the family members. So that's why repeating in medicine is very common. But in the case of engineering, when you come to, because of the opportunities available, alternate institutes that are available, most of the students, once they try, they get IIT, okay, if not IIT, some NITs, if not NITs, some local colleges. Most of the students settle, but very few are there who actually have that determination to repeat. And that too, it is said that last year only less than 10% of the students who appeared for IIT-JEE mains 2022 are long-term students, meaning 90% of the students are freshers last year. So generally, a number of students who prepare for long-term is very limited in IIT. So they need to have a lot of determination, and that to those guys, they'll have a lot of dilemma whether to go for it or not. Is it good for me? Is it suitable for me? Is it really worth spending that 1 year when most of my friends are settling, rather compromising and joining somewhere? So they'll always get that dilemma getting back to their most of the time during this preparation time. So I want your suggestions, ideas, or how to decide whether to go for it or not in a general way based on your experience that you have. So I want your opinion about that. Yeah.
Almost we have the two sections. In the first section, the least percentage is around 94 least percentage. Most of the fellows got more than 98. Almost 80% of the people, surely they are going to get the NIT in the section. Remaining now they are preparing for the advance. From their opinion, we have a talk with the people, the students and all. What they told is they didn't get the complete syllabus because of the pandemic. Normally they would have done the completely, but they didn't get the complete syllabus. So that's why now who want to like formally join in the IITs, they compulsory, for them compulsory long term is required. If they committed like that. So here, whatever the syllabus they cover, remaining syllabus we cover based on the like student capability. Like we used to say here, a student customized program according to the student. What are the most important in this less time? What is the most important syllabus? Like what is the most important topics? Surely we are getting questions based on that. We prepared the schedule and all. Surely they're going to achieve minimum 20 questions because of this program, and surely they'll join in the NETs. That's the first option. If they work a little more, that's more chances are there to get the IIT. So like that, we have designed the like our long-term batch. So in my opinion, if they missed something in intermediate, surely in this gap, in this long term, completely they can get that. So long term is necessary if you are committed to join in the IIT.
Krishna.
Yes. Yeah, very good. First of all, in this year particularly, like maybe the last year or this year, personally, I feel the long term is mostly who want to join in the IIT. That's a crucial part. Why I'm saying like that is, because of pandemic, maybe in the 21 or 20, student didn't get the proper.
Right, sir. Yes, sir. Gopal, sir. Your
Yes, sir.
opinion, suggestions.
See, my opinion is if you are really committed and determined to join in IIT, it's worth to give a try once because there are no parallel institutions to the IITs in India and abroad also. So if you are really committed and ready to work hard, and definitely you can give it a try. That's what I can tell you. But make sure that you are going to work hard. Then only you may perform better than you were last year. And one reason, as the other chemistry faculty said, that due to pandemic, students could not able to perform well, and they could not give their maximum. So those who feel that due to online classes or due to any other reason, uh, other than their academic interest and performance, so if they did not do well, so they can give a try, because IITs are unmatchable and uncomparable with any other engineering colleges, and you all know better all these things. That is why it is worth giving one try, so that you may join into a good engineering college. That's what I feel.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. So I just want to show certain data to the students. Please closely observe this. So this is the information I have taken from the web. Okay, for the year 2021. I hope all of you are able to see the screen here. Is the screen visible to you? If it is visible, put the thumbs up. So just for the comparison sake, generally the first thing that they look at it is the package, right? Salary package. So what I did is I took 3 different institutes. One is the number 1 private deemed university, VIITE. And the next one is number 1 or top 3 NITs, one of the top 3 NITs, NIT Warangal. And then one of the top 2 IITs, IIT Madras and IIT Bombay, almost equally ranked nowadays. So I'm just trying to take the comparison part here. Suppose you pass out in the year 2021 from these IITs or NIT or VIIT. The average salary the students getting from that institutes is this, the first year, 6,39,000 per annum in the year 2021. That was taken from their website, whatever they had published. And from NIT Warangal, it was 11,78,000. And from IIT Bombay, leaving aside outside India, right? Only domestic jobs, if you look at, average salary is around 18 lakhs. And according to industry norms, the average salary growth rate in India is around 10%, 10.5%, 10 to 11% generally. On an average, annual growth rate of salaries are around 10 to 11%. That is industry norm. So if you assume that you get this average salary and your salary grows at the rate of average industry norm, this is how the salaries are going to increase from 6.4 lakhs to 7 lakhs, 7.8, 8.6, 9.5, 10.5. This is how the salaries are going to grow. That need not be the true, because some student might have better growth rate, but I'm just taking the average for the comparison purpose. And same way for NIT Warangal, 11.8 you start with and then it grows on. Same way from IIT Bombay, if you pass out and your salary is 7.18 lakhs approximately, and then it grows on. If you closely observe, the first year average salary from NIT Warangal, if you look at it in VIT range, right, that VIT row, almost the same amount of salary you will be getting in the year 7. In the year 7 from VIT row and year 1 NIT row, they are equal. In that sense, if you pass out from VIT, what you get after 7 years, the same amount of salary you may get, and I'm talking about average, it might be little more, little less also, if you pass out from NIT Warangal in the first year itself. And if you compare from IIT, what you get in the first year of your salary, first starting salary in IIT Bombay, is equal to what you get in the 11th year if you pass out from VIT. 11th year you get 17.34. What you get after 11 years of joining into a job from VIT, the same salary you may be able to get in the first year itself if you go through top IITs. And same way if you compare with NIT Warangal and IIT Bombay, what you get through NIT Warangal in 5th year, you get the same thing in the first year when you go through IIT Bombay. So that's a statistics you see. It's a very different thing. And you know that for the same post, the salaries are different from based on your institute. So it's a very big deal. 5 years, 7 years, 11 years gap. All right. So just to spend 10 more months to get that kind of advantage, probably it is worth, provided you get it. So just I wanted to show that part, and a little more I want to show some more statistics. So this is from Financial Express. Almost 75% of the Indian CEOs are graduates from IITs and IIMs. Of course, these things you would be knowing. This kind of statistics you might have seen it many places. 3/4 of the CEOs who are origin from IITs, Indian origin, are basically graduated from IITs and IIMs. So that's one interesting fact that I wanted to show you. So in general, if you want to have the IIT tag or NIT tag, IIT, top IIT is definitely different, top 5 NITs. But next level IITs and NITs will be almost like top NITs and the next level IITs. Probably they are comparable in terms of the respect that you get. So these are the general things that you can expect if you get a tag of top university graduate. Better package anyway there. Because they are the #1 institute, you will get the arguably best faculty and unarguably best students, peers, and unarguably best infrastructure, best laboratory, and all that, definitely. And network is one thing. Those who are working in corporate world, the parents probably they'll understand. Your network is your net worth. So the people that you are connected to, if you are connected to highly influential people, you are more likely to become successful in your life because they drive your personality, they drive your motivation levels, and you also start working like them. And you are connected, people know you, so you get opportunities. So exposure is obviously best. And then respect in the society, we did not say. You are the celebrity if you get an IIT tag. You just wear IIT t-shirt and move around, you are the celebrity, right? And I got to know one incident that happened in IIT Roorkee. One small traffic violation happened. So police constable held that guy and he asked, "What is this you are doing? Give you punishment. Your punishment is given and you got to pay that penalty and all that." But he looked at the T-shirt. IIT was written. "What's up? You are also doing like that. Don't do it once again. Please go like that." He said it seems. So you get some extra respect. If you go to railway station, trains, if your ticket is not confirmed, you are in waiting list and you are from IIT, so that TC will somehow get you a seat. Right? So those kind of additional advantages you'll get. And wherever you go, whatever opportunity, you will get easy entry. After that, you have to make it out. But entry will be easy if you are from a top university because you are already established to be good. You will get easy entry everywhere. So these are all certain advantages. So this is some statistics. So last year, less than 10% of the people who applied for IIT were repeaters. And 30 to 40% of the seats are secured by repeaters. 30 to 40% of the seats are secured by repeaters, but the number of students appeared were less than 10%. So less than almost 1/10 of the students got 1/3 of the seats. So success rate is pretty high, definitely, when you take a repeater because you are spending extra time and then no distraction of practicals, lab, and then IP exams and all board exams, you don't have to worry. So you can definitely work on. But having said that, most of the top ranks go to freshers only because the best brains will get them in the beginning itself, first year itself. And most of the bottom ranks also are acquired by freshers only. So yeah, so if you want to get a rank in IIT or NIT, it's not just the brains, it's the smart work. Getting 50% of the marks, right? It's not very big deal. If you plan very strategically, if you have a good experienced faculty to guide you, there are smart way of doing it. If you plan properly, out of every subject, you can get easily 50% of marks, especially for mains. 50-60% of marks is not a big deal. So that strategically, if you plan, definitely you will be able to get at least NIT if you plan properly. So that is one small facts I just wanted to inform. Right. Any doubts the students are having, please let me know. You can write your doubts in the chat. Otherwise, if you have any doubt, you can raise your hand and ask the doubts. All right. So one more question I keep getting from the students is, okay, repeaters are getting success, all right, but can I do it? Am I capable? Will I be able to get it? What if I don't get? Okay, others are getting all right. IIT is good, all right, but will I be able to do it? So what is the guarantee that if I put in that extra 1 year effort, that I'll be able to succeed? So what are the qualities? What is the strategy? What is required for me? What should I have so that I can achieve success? What is that I should be able to have so that I'll be guaranteed to have a success? Is there anything, something like that I need to have? So this is one thing students will have. Will I be able to do it? I'm ready to put in 1 year extra, but will that work out for me? How do I decide whether I will be able to do it or not? So that's the next question generally students will have. Krishna, would you like to respond to that and give your thoughts about it? Speaker on, please.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, this is mostly a little bit a personal question based on the student mentality and all we can say. But normally, for example, someone they just have that idea. I should take the long term. If they get that idea, means mostly they felt like something they already missed in their normal first year and second year. So that's why there means whatever the best he can do, he didn't do that. So that's why he got that idea first of all. If not, generally he won't get. Why to take the long term? Whatever the rank I get, I can join. He may feel like that, but once he got that idea, he want to take one more trial. Means he didn't give his best in the regular program. So that's why again one more time he wants to prove. So he's somewhat deserve to take the like IIT. If you have that idea, first of all, if you have the doubt, means some extent you deserved. So that's why you got the doubt. If not, you won't think about that. So the next point is the next quality consistently you need to work on. Whatever the part you missed in your first year, second year, in the regular program, and here what you need to get to achieve what you want. Maybe it is NIT or IIT. It's quite simple. Like Sir told, yeah, 50 to 60% of marks means maximum. If you solve 16 to 18 questions when it comes to the chemistry, surely you will get the NITs. 16 to 18 questions if you solve in the mains, in the 30 questions I'm saying, so you'll get the NIT. 16 to 18 questions means simply when it comes to the chemistry, some easy topics are there. Some inorganic, I can give the topics also if you have that much time. Some biomolecules and chemistry in everyday life, this kind of topics are there. Very, very simple. Some basic organic chemistry, some basic physical chemistry. If you take this one, simply you can achieve 10 questions. If you keep little bit extra work, then you can solve the 15 to 16 questions. So it is quite easy to solve to get 50 to 60% marks. So everyone is capable. Maybe because of some kind of situations at the time, maybe time was not good enough to get the extra right teacher, right institute, right content and all. You missed it, but you have that idea. I'm saying 80% you deserve it for the long term. You can give the try. Then only you got that idea. The remaining thing, when you join, a remaining thing, I'm sure we'll take care about you. There is a personal care about every student, about the program also. We're going to give the program details also, how it is going to be. So if you are in that program, I can assure you 98% you can achieve what you want. Based on the confidence of our program, I am saying like this, our testing pattern and that all. So for the 99% of the students, it is possible to achieve this many marks. When it comes to the IIT exactly, that's different, little bit, some more extra work, some more extra things. But up to NIT, I think every student can achieve. If you want to get the long term, take the long term, then you can achieve that, like NITs. The IIT is the next part.
Okay.
My opinion.
Yeah. think my voice is echoing. Right. Okay. Thank you, Krishna. Sir, Gopal sir.
Sir, see, what I believe is the success is, suppose 100% success is there. Out of that, only 10% of the people will be successful because of their only IQ levels, and 90% of the successful people will be because of their hard work only. And as far as IIT is concerned, see, I don't believe much in hard work, but I believe in smart work. What I feel is that most of the students are due to lack of guidance, they could not able to perform well. See, how to do that smart work, you will get only from the guidance only. See, for IIT, getting into IITs, I don't think that 24 hours, even if you study, you may not get, if it is not the smart work. That is why I believe in smart work, and but for that smart work, you need a guidance, evidently. That's what I feel. So for that guidance, you should take the help of some institution and some good lecturers there. The smart work is always works, but not the hard work as far as IIT is concerned there. So due to lack of guidance only, some of the students, they did not know how to work out. 45% of the paper, advanced paper you could able to do, you'll definitely get into any good IIT there. So getting 45% of the marks is not a big task. That only that requires a practice and smart work there, and how to face the question paper and how to be confident in solving questions. That is, you'll get only from a good guidance there. Suppose if you are born with good IQ, you are blessed. But if you don't have a good IQ, a top IQ, doesn't mean that you are not worth of getting into the IITs there. I don't believe that. So definitely smart work will fetch you a good IIT seat there. So work out in that direction. I hope that Vamshagaru will definitely guide you in this regard. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So very well said by both the faculty members. I would like to add a little more on that. About this. So with my understanding, with whatever my opinion, with my experience, nearly 18 years I'm into teaching IITs and NIT students, aspirants. So suppose you are getting less than 70 marks or very low marks out of 300. Okay. Then obviously IITs and NITs are out of scope. I'm not considering reservation part here. So then you will have to settle down in local engineering colleges. They are giving good opportunities are there even in that also. But the problem is, if you get low marks there, you will have a low self-esteem. Very low self-confidence will be there. You will not have that confidence that I can achieve that. That will be there for the rest of your life. So just with that low self-esteem, if you go into the world, that will affect you in the entire career. So I don't want the students to be low on confidence. I don't like it. So you give a try once again, you give your best. If you are able to improve, generally success rate in repeaters is much better. If you get 70 marks in the first attempt, that too not giving that much of effort. You didn't give that much effort because of distractions, online classes, whatever it is. And you got about, let's say 70, 80 marks out of 300. And if you join some local colleges, you'll go with a low confidence. That is very bad for your career. You give another try and see what is the best you can do. I'm sure, as Krishna sir was mentioning, getting 150, 160 marks with a proper guidance, as Gopal sir was mentioning, strategically smart way if you plan. It's not about the IQ, it's about EQ, emotional quotient, and also proper guidance. Definitely we'll be able to get it. So such kind of people, definitely they should repeat. That's my opinion. The second one is, you got some score, you narrowly missed it, you narrowly missed IIT, or you narrowly you are missing certain branch that you are really dreaming about, you have been dreaming about for the past 5 years, 4 years, I don't know. So some students are very, very passionate about it. They have been planning, their parents have been planning about it. They have some role models in their neighbors, maybe their friends, their siblings. Some of them they went to IIT, they've been very successful, they saw them, they are being inspired by them. That motivation is there. They really wish to do it. But just because of this pandemic effect, whatever it is, they're just narrowly missing it. So they'll have their rest of their life repenting. had I tried once again, probably I would have got it. So I should have taken a decision. That kind of repenting mindset will come back again. So having a repenting mindset is also not good for your future. One is low self-confidence, other one is repenting, not trying it. These two are very bad for your career. So if you are in any one of these two categories, right, definitely you should try for repeaters batch. Because repeaters batch, anyway, it is always gain only. Even if you lose 1 year, you will gain maybe 3 to 4 years of salary growth in terms of the average salary if you consider, right? Opportunities and all, definitely they'll be different. So don't worry about 1 year spending. Just focus on whether you are in this category or not. Otherwise, you'll be losing out. But again, this is my personal opinion. There's no hard and fast rule. This is my opinion. According to me, these kind of students should definitely repeat it. All right. So, but usually what happens, right? Many a times, when you take a decision, you will not have complete clarity whether it will be correct or wrong. You take a decision with a gut feel most of the times. You are 70% all right, true. Generally, you are true about it. You are confident about it. 80% confident about it. Maybe 90% confident. But 100% confidence, nobody will tell because it's future. Many things can happen. Always there is uncertainty about decision making. So when you take a decision making, you take all the suggestions from everybody, but finally when you take a decision, you better make it right. It's your responsibility to make your decision right. So that's why I like this particular quote. You may or may not take a right decision all the times, but whatever decision you had taken, you can always make it right by religiously, very sincerely working on it. So that is very, very important for all students. You take a decision and stick to it. You make the decision right. You make the decision right. At outright, there is nothing like a correct decision or wrong decision. It's all about how you pursue it. What is more important is that you are not going to have a guilt feeling later, or you are not going to have a low self-esteem later. All right. So when you feel such kind of thing can happen, definitely you should give a try. And I also have few parameters for you. If you want to repeat, these are the two things that you need to have. This commitment, if you can do, then you repeat. This commitment, these 2 points, very, very important. If you take a decision to repeat, all right, then you have to be ready to forego social media for the coming year. Strictly no social media. Whether you can sacrifice that much or not, you decide. If you think that it is too much to ask, then you drop long term. Don't join long term. Are you willing to forego the social media for the coming 10 months? And are you willing to work 10 to 12 hours? See, IIT requires smart work. Smart work with 10 to 12 hours of preparation is required because the syllabus is vast, so vast. Okay, it's not that only 2 hours you work and then it's smart net you get. No, 10 hours of work is required. Classes, self-study, all that together. All put together, you should be able to put in that much. And no distractions. No distraction. If you can promise yourself, if you can promise to your parents, if you can confidently say that, okay, these 2 things I can do for the coming 10 months, then you take a call about long term. Otherwise, joining long term for 1 month, 2 months, you are sincere, and after that, go back to your old habit, not working effectively, not able to control yourself, getting distracted with social media, tab, mobile phone, Twitter, what is it, Instagram, very famous. Somebody was saying Instagram for youth and Facebook is for youth parents, it seems. That I didn't know. I got to know only recently. Okay, anyway. So whether you are able to sacrifice these 2, you please decide. If you are ready to do this, then you are ready to take long term. That's my idea. That's my opinion. And a few more tips I want to give. If you decide that you are ready to commit to these 2 things, and then you want additional tips, right? So these are the 2 tips that I would like to give you. This is a mindset that you need to have. So many times, repeatedly, I have seen it. Okay. This year we have one guy called Vishwat Sen Reddy. He is doing extremely well, phenomenally well. He got ISI qualified, NEST qualified, and then IIT advanced also is consistently getting around 70%, 75% of marks. All right. But he started with no background, 10 months back. It was like zero. He didn't have foundation at all last year. But in 10 months, he improved so much in this long-term program that we are running presently. So what he sees that he enjoys that deep learning. Deep learning is very, very important. Last year, there's one more girl. I asked her, what is the difference between this year and last year? She says, sir, this time I'm learning things in deep. And earlier I know things, most of the things I know, but I never thought about it in such a deep level. It was more superficial, but now I'm understanding things in a much more deeper level. So if you are able to enjoy learning things in depth, then you will be able to maintain focus. Otherwise, you will feel bored. Same thing will come again. Same reactions will come. Same formulas will come. It becomes very boring. Just by looking at it, if you are getting put off, then you cannot maintain your concentration levels. So you need to have that urge or yearning for understanding in deep. That if you enjoy, then you will be able to maintain your concentration levels for the coming 10 months. Otherwise, it will become very taxing because it's repeating. No? And then the next one is maintaining the tempo. You have to maintain the tempo. If you slacken in between, gone again. Slacken, gone. Students are like, it's like up and down, like roller coaster. So sometimes they are very positive and they do very well, and after that something happens to them, they go down again. They bunk classes, they don't attend classes properly. They are, even if they are attending classes, they are withdrawn somewhere. They don't listen to us completely. Their focus is elsewhere. They are sitting in front of the book. They don't practice properly. That is very, very big problem. If you are a repeater, you don't have that much time. We have so much of syllabus to cover. Maintaining the momentum is very, very important. And I also see that some students, what they do is they keep jumping around. They don't follow one particular teacher. They don't follow one particular program. They enroll here, they take some material, they attend the online classes, they attend this, they attend this. By attending to many, many classes, they feel that they'll get better. That's very, very bad thing. Okay. If you stick to one program, you stick to a single program religiously, follow that 100%. Religiously, you need to stick to that. If you follow that religiously, not sincerely, religiously meaning without questioning, okay, without logic, just follow the, believe the teacher, believe the program, do whatever they say, you have to follow. That's all. Completely submit yourself to that particular program and do it. If you don't have that kind of commitment, then you will lose out. You will think that if I attend online classes, I'll score well. This is one mindset, wrong misconception students will have. When you are attending online classes, you will get clarity, all right. Clarity is not enough to get a score in NITs or IITs. Okay, you need perfection also. Perfection comes by practice, not by attending the lectures alone. So these two things are very, very important. If you enjoy deep learning, and if you are having that religious attempting and continuing with the same momentum, right, same tempo, with a single program, not hopping around, then I think you'll be able to succeed definitely. So success in this particular program, as sir was saying, it is more mental. It's not IQ based. It is not IQ based. How you plan it, that's what is very important. So if you want to prepare for a long term, so general strategies. So how to prepare for long term, right? Subject wise, preparation wise. So maybe some suggestions our teachers can give. Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Chemistry, in terms of chemistry preparation, long term, if they decide to take long term, general strategies for chemistry.
Okay. Yeah, based on the last 3-4 years, every year regularly from which topics they're asking questions. First of all, we used to cover that. From the topics, you should not miss the question. Okay, because of why we are doing like this is because of time constraint. We have mostly 4 months, 4.5 months like that. We are taking like mains exam is in the January 4th week like that next year. So we used to cover the topics first. From which topics surely you will get the question and which is easy. Based on the 2 parameters, we prepare the schedule. After that, little bit tough. After that, the tougher one. like this. So if you follow this one, surely you can answer 15 to 18 questions, and surely you will get the first phase NITs. After that, we'll completely focus on the advanced program. And if you, like Sir told, if you get 40 to 45%, you will get the IITs. If you get more than like 50, around 60%, you'll get the almost below 2000 rank, like around 60%, like this. So based on this, like you should not solve 100% paper. If it is 40 to 50%, if you get in the like advanced pattern, then you'll get the IITs. If you get 15 to 18 questions only in the 30 questions, you can get the IIT. So based on this, what are the most important and easy? After that, little bit important and little bit tougher. After that, tough. Based on that parameters, we prepared the schedules, micro schedules already. Like that, we to teach. And one more thing, we are not rigid about the program. Okay, this is the program. We should just like that. No, based on the like student, like we can say customized program. What is the capability of student? In what way he can give his best. Based on that, we are giving the program. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gopal sir.
Sir,
General
as far
preparation
as,
strategies.
as far as chemistry is concerned, see, there are two stages of preparation actually, up to mains level and advanced level. See, succeeding in mains is very, very simple and very easy also. A teacher can help you a lot getting into the good marks in mains and NITs there. How and why, let me tell you. That almost 80 to 90% of the questions which we face in mains examination, a good lecturer can guess. And even the previous papers, because every year 2 phases and 4 days exam is going on, so 8 phases totally we are getting. So many question papers are coming out for the last 4-5 years there. So those previous examination questions will help you a lot, that what type of question they are going to ask you there. And even a good lecturer can easily guess that what are the important topics, what are the important concepts where the mains examination is going to touch. So succeeding in mains is very easy when you follow a teacher there. But as far as advance is concerned there are some concepts are very important for advance. Even in chemistry also, there are some concepts they never touch in advance. So you just work out that which topics have been asked large number of times, more number of times in advance there. So when you are preparing for advance, the strategy should be different. For mains, strategy should be different there. So mains strategy, you have to be more on surfacially. You cover everything, don't leave anything. Even in biomolecules, vitamins, everything, whatever is there, you have to cover. But when it comes to the advance, you need not to cover complete syllabus there. I'm telling you, you need not to cover the complete syllabus also there. You choose those topics you are very much confident, and 60% of the syllabus you take and try to study in depth of the 60% of the syllabus there. And I think you can leave 40% only up to the mains level. Don't go into the advanced level in this 40%. 60% in depth you study, and definitely you'll get the 45% marks in your advanced there. So first make a strategy for both mains and advanced separately. First, you have to cover everything for mains examination surfacially, not even leave a single word from the NCERT textbook, and any topic given in the syllabus. Because in mains they'll try to cover everything which is there in the syllabus there, almost all. But advanced it is not like that. They will choose some concept. So chapter wise you study for mains, and concept wise you study for the advanced there. Your teacher will help you in selecting the concepts for you. So be confident and thoroughly have confidence over those concepts will definitely give you good marks in advanced there. But selecting these concepts, you should take the help of your teacher, because which concepts are asked more number of times in advanced examination, only your teacher can tell you out of analysis there. And you can select those concepts depending on your interest and your confidence there. So more surfacially should cover for mains, and more in-depth you should cover for the advanced. So covering every topic in depth is impossible there. So select 60% of the syllabus from the advanced and be thorough 100%, that a messy level of student, how he will prepare in this 60% of the syllabus, you prepare like that. 40% of the topics which are less important, if you just leave them, nothing will happen. And according to my analysis, you will be definitely successful. And make a strategy. See, there is a saying that plan your work and work your plan. That is very important before you go start with this coaching or anything. There you should have a clarity and you should have a vision for the next 10 months there, and then only you will be successful there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So as Gopal sir was saying, so many JEE main questions are there, right? JEE advanced questions anyway are there. Every year, two papers are giving. If you just collect all the questions and you segregate them in terms of the frequency of the questions, as far as physics is concerned, we see that many questions are coming from optics, ray optics, human eye optical instruments, diffraction, polarization for mains examination. Very, very important. Lot of questions are coming from there, and that it's a very easy topic because you have seen it from the past. I think from 7th class onwards, you have seen optics. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, you have seen optics. So it's a very easy topic and it's an independent topic also, easy to cover. So that if you do well and easy to do it also, you will get almost like 3 to 4 questions in mains exam only every year, in every paper. That's analysis we have statistically. Then we have this kinetic theory of gases, thermodynamics. So it will be in line with chemistry, thermodynamics. But again, in chemistry, thermodynamics, we focus on second law of thermodynamics, whereas in physics, we focus on first law. And again, there is some difference in sign also. That's okay. That's not a very big deal. We'll take care of that. So if you focus on these topics, thermodynamics also, it's very important for us as well. So we want to plan in such a way that thermodynamics, when it comes together in both physics and chemistry, so that they'll have extra time there, right? Then comes modern physics for us in physics. Modern physics meaning you have atomic structure, photoelectric effect, X-rays, all right? And these things anyway come in chemistry also, all right? So similarly, when you have atomic structure in chemistry parallel to modern physics, so it will definitely save time, right? And then after that, we have some topics in mechanics, core topics in mechanics, like Newton's laws of motion, work for energy, conservation of linear momentum, rigid body mechanics. Generally, rigid body mechanics students are scared because there's so much on it, right? When you go to post-graduation level also, there'll be so many things to study about, difficult to visualize. But as far as IIT-JEE advanced level is concerned, IIT-JEE mains and IIT-JEE advanced level is concerned, you don't require such high level of knowledge. So what is required for advanced level is not that much. So if a student gets confidence in rigid body mechanics, then they get confidence in physics. And it is better to introduce it in the earlier stages only after covering some good scoring topics. We are planning it like that. We don't give rotation mechanics in the beginning itself. We'll give it a little later. Before that, you will cover some good number of high scoring topics, which will give you confidence. Then we add rigid body mechanics. So when rigid body mechanics is going on the mathematics side, we'll give lighter topic probably. Like for example, sets kind of a thing, that kind. So that when the topic is tough on one side, it won't be that much tough on the other side. So that strategy we'll plan. So this is, and then we have a simple harmonic motion, very, very important topic and very easy also. There's nothing in that. Same thing, finding time period only they'll ask. And you can create a question from SHM from every chapter of physics. So that's important. And then when you go to electrostatics and gravitation, they have lot of comparisons. Both of them are inverse square law based. So you replace mass with charge and then G with 1/4 you get electrostatic formulas. And similarly, magnetostatics, Bayard-Savart law, that is also inverse square law. So when you compare them, gravitational, electrostatics and magnetostatics at once, if you compare and write it at one place, you'll be able to score them and remember it much easily and easy to cover it also. So mathematically, they are identical. Physics point of view, they are different. So that way we can score. And also when you cover only mechanics and electricity magnetism together, it comprises nearly 70% of the total weightage. Mechanics and electricity magnetism, syllabus wise, it is about probably 60% or 55% of the syllabus, but it comprises 70% of the weightage. So if we plan strategically, that too, in that also some good scoring areas are there where we'll focus more. Some topics are there which, like for example, variable mass system. It's very interesting for the students, rocket propulsion and all that, but they never ask in IIT. Even in advanced also, they don't ask. Right? So such kind of topics we don't have to cover now because we don't have that much time as well. So we'll be very strategically planning it. And capacitors, current, electricity is very simple. Like current electricity, you know, from 10th standard you study about it. Very easy to score also. 2-3 questions come every year. Like that we plan it. Waves and all, we keep it in the end because waves is the topic that you can do it on your own also. It doesn't take much effort. So theory wise it's there, but then application wise you won't ask that much. So we keep the particular topics at the later stages so that even if you are not having sufficient time to cover them, you'll be able to do it yourself very easily, like wave optics and waves. So such kind of topics are very easy. And then this communication system, semiconductor devices, electromagnetic waves, elasticity. These are all some very simple topics that come in mains examination. About 4 to 5 questions they are asking approximately. And they are only introductory. Units and dimensions, anyway, you will have it. One question, definitely you will have it every year. In advanced exam, 2 questions they are asking every year. So strategically we plan it in such a way that, as Gopal sir was saying, in mains exam, what is the best way? Any simplest way strategically, how do we plan it so that we'll cover up to at least about 60% of the marks. About 180 marks, you should be able to get out of 300. That way, if you plan it properly, and then if you're able to take more, we have additional. Okay, some students might be there who are really good. They want to take more, we'll give that extra additional support to you. You come back to us saying that, okay, sir, whatever work you had given to me, I completed and I want more. So you can take it. We give that personal information. Lot of information is there. Lot of material is there. If you are willing to do, you can do it. But don't try to dump yourself with too many things. That's my suggestion. So, like for example, in mathematics, if you go to vectors, 3D is one topic, very easy topic, scoring topic, and everybody will do it and all that, right? And the coordinate geometry is very simple topic, right? So we'll try to cover that at one go. I think Math sir will explain to you a little more in detail about that tomorrow. So what we do, we have done a lot of permutations and combinations in such a way. Of course, math you have permutations, combinations. Overall program also we have done so many possibilities, and we have come with the best possible strategy to go with in the limited time that we have. So what I